Hello again, welcome back to another daily Buying Advisor Appurtenance. It is March 10th, 2023. Let me just double check to see how this performance is with OBS. 1 second here. It's actually doing pretty well. We'll see how it goes though. I'm testing something. Rendering something as I'm playing and recording this game. I'm not seeing any issues so far. And if this works out, I could play some Isaac as I'm doing some rendering. What am I rendering? Well, I'm doing some upscaling right now. Upscaling. Well, no, actually, I'm doing a. Well, I'm upscaling the frames first. I typically upscale the frames first of a video before I go in and upscale the resolution. And it takes a while. It's gonna take about a little over 7 hours because my GPU's not the greatest, but a lot better than my last GPUs that I've been using that over the years. They don't work when it comes to rendering stuff like that with the program because they don't have the CU, DU, whatever, firmware, or whatever it is called. Some kind of specs in the graphics cards, the old ones. But you know what? If I have that opportunity to render videos doing this way, so be it. It used to be I tried doing that using a virtual machine, and then using this virtual machine to say, hey, I got the requirements, wink, by using some kind of thing saying, hey, it's an Intel CPU, but it's running off of a graphics card of mine. Needless to say, it's a lot slower doing it that way, using a virtual machine and then using only a percentage of your GPU to do something with rendering. But yeah, I'm rendering a video, another video that's about 10 years old. Like, it doesn't have the frameage. That's one of the things. Like, it's got about 30 frames a second, which is fine to an extent. But if I want something that seems a little bit more cinematic and smooth, I want it at 60 FPS. 120 is pushing it. That makes it look like it's a little too jittery and fast from what I've seen about videos talking about that kind of stuff. So instead, I'm going to do the 60 FPS. And then after that, I'm going to be upscaling to 4K, which is probably going to take me probably another 7 hours or more. So I'll be running it overnight. Same with, well, I'll be running this overnight more than likely. 7 hours from now, yeah. But then I'm going to have to change the where it's going to be rendered at, which is going to be on my my other drive, which being my SSD that has my Windows 10 on there, which I don't really want to do, but I want to render this nonetheless. Get some of my project videos kind of like upscaled, some old stuff. I would love to do some like 8K videos, like upscaling, or render like longer videos and stuff like that, 4K in general. But I just don't have the speed for it. I would have to sacrifice some things with gameplay or whatever, gameplay time to do it. I want to see how this is going so far with OBS. I'm assuming it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. I'll be damned. How's that going so far? 16 hours? Ha! Now it's happened 16 hours. It's probably because I'm playing this game is probably what's happened. It's splitting the performance, I guess. Is that what's going on here? I'm gonna have to see what happens when I stop the recording afterwards and see if that goes down significantly. Cause 16 hours for 60 FPS for less than a 20-minute video. Okay, that's a little too high for typically what I typically have. I mean, if it renders slowly like this when I'm recording, like, it's not a big deal if it goes back to like 7 hours or something tonight. Still annoying. I'm actually considering getting a 380 instead of like a 490 or something like that, because like, as much as it's like a better performance, the problem is just prices of shit. It's going through the roof. So I might have to prioritize getting a GPU rather than a 4K television. I thought about getting one a couple months ago, but I'm like, you know, I think a GPU is going to make more sense. Because if I have a 4K television, I mean, yeah, I could play, like, you know, Ultra Blu-ray movies if I were to ever get any. Which I probably won't for a while. But it's like, okay, well, you can't do 4K gaming. Okay. Oh, except on the Xbox, but not on the PC. And it's like, I can't play the 4K videos off my computer so easily either. So I think it'd be best to just get a GPU where I can render stuff a lot faster. Then work on the television, it's gonna be much cheaper. Now 380, I think that's a good sweet spot. It's gonna be a lot better than my 1070. I'm gonna keep the 1070 as my secondary GPU instead of my 680 as a secondary. It'd probably be a little quieter, I would think. I think, honestly, the 680 is probably what's making it sound loud. Because I still have, like, one left in there. And it does sound like it's quieter after, like, switching one of my 680s to that 1070. Health up, okay. What else have I been up to today? Well, let's see. It's snowing, but this time it's a little different. I don't know if it's because the snow is like a mix of rain or something, or what, but it seems like... Actually, you know what? Maybe it's just like the ground's been warming up lately, even more. Because before it was like we were getting snow, but the ground was kind of not holding a lot of the snow. It's kind of melting on its own. And so it wasn't, I mean, it was still sticking. It just wasn't sticking as bad as what it used to. And then now it's like, it's snowing, but it's melting quicker. Like, it's not even like sticking so much. So I think we've come to the point where the ground's starting to really warm up. Which is great. It's fantastic. It's plastic. Oh, great, you. It's fantastic. By the way, I looked in more into that. Well, I came across a recommended video talking about the $2 million a year diet or something like that for the guy that's trying to, I guess, trying to push to live at age 200. That's a bold claim, but I mean, go for it, I suppose, dude. It's your money, your time, your, you know, resources. Nothing wrong with it if you're, except, you know, you have to be kind of realistic with those goals. Like, you become the first person in like how many years that reached, you know, over 200 years of age. I know there might be some skepticism with that, but like, it's not been in recent years. It's been like many hundreds of years, like probably thousands of years. there was such a thing. Especially if you start out in your 40s too, like, or whatever, when you started doing this. Like, you know, you could have done a lot of damage to your body prior to getting into this de-aging process, so, like, you probably would have already lost, like, a footing to that. But, yeah, anyways, going back with this, I seen his supplement list. And a lot of that stuff, like some of that stuff I recognize. And there's actually a couple of them that I actually do take. You know, vitamin D, of course. He's taking like 2,000 IUs. I take like 5,000. I mean, I'm getting plenty of vitamin K, so it's not, you know, going to calcify anything. I say 5,000 would be a good one for me. They say 2,000, but I think that's a little less, at least for me, but I think it's probably a little less for people in general, depending on how your health is, of course, and stuff. But no, I get plenty of vitamin K out of eggs, eating eggs, broccoli, onions, things like that. So no worry about calcifying my arteries and fun stuff like that. And also exercising. But yeah, he had that on there, vitamin D. Then he had lysine, or lysine, but I call it lysine, Lysine. I just call it that way, but people call it other things. But it takes 2 grams a day, so it takes it 1 gram in the morning, and 1 with like food for another part of the day. So it's like 2 grams. Just like, okay. I mean, I take about 2.5 grams a day at once with like 2.5 grams of arginine, because that's a it opens up the blood vessels and stuff like that. Arginine does. Now you have to be careful with arginine if you got a certain condition or something like that. It can aggravate herpes-like conditions and stuff too. In fact, it could even aggravate stuff to the point where you could potentially get like, you know, cold sores, or even a breakout of like shingles. I actually knew someone who got shingles, and I mean, I wasn't a doctor or anything, but I did some research, and to help, you know, speed up the process with healing with something like that, take some lysine. Stay away from alcohol and foods that can have a lot of arginine in it, because arginine, you know, especially alcohol, I think alcohol has a lot of arginine or something in it. Like, it aggravates and makes it a lot worse for you to deal with the shingles, and you'd be a lot slower to healing with something like that. And I also gave someone like a vitamin C supplement too, and I think they healed fairly quickly too with that. The biggest challenge was them getting off the alcohol, though. Now, for me, I haven't got shingles, at least not yet. Hopefully not, ever. I don't think I will, because taking care of my diet and also taking plenty of lysine, vitamin C, and everything. I mean, it's not to say that it could not happen. I mean, it could very well happen all of a sudden. I mean, I'm not immune by every single kind of disease. But yeah, like, so he takes arginine, this guy does. I thought that was interesting. Vitamin C supplement. Takes 500 in the morning, milligrams, and then 500 for a dinner or two, something like that. So 500 each. So that's about how much I take too. Ironically. It's like, we're both like on the kind of the same page. Are we on like similar supplements or something with the same amounts? And then he takes ashwagandha, or whatever it's called, which I kind of just stay away from that. And he's taking like testosterone patches. I guess there's some stuff that you had to be prescribed by a doctor for that kind of stuff. And then it had like, I didn't see beta carotene in there, so I don't know if he's getting plenty of beta carotene from his foods. I assume maybe he does. And then he's getting like broccoli max, which I've heard of that supplement. I've actually had that years ago for a bit. Until I decided, that's a little too pricey for me. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Let me pull up the supplement list. I'm curious. Some of it I recognize, some of it is just like I don't. And I try to be careful with stuff like that. Let's see what we got here. Arcobos, I don't even know what that is. An RX is like a medicine. B complex, Brocomax, yeah, I used to. Cocoa flavor Lloyd, I don't know. DHEA, oh, DHEA, yeah. That's like a type of omega-3, I think. Like from fish oil. So I think that's what that is. I take fish oil, too, so. DHA and EPA, I think it's called. Is it DEA? I don't know, it's something like that. Like, some of this stuff is interesting. It's like, I did take some of these supplements. Not all of them, but I found it very interesting here. Alright, finally got our devil deal. Let's see what we get. Ooh, baby. We'll take the lot. Oh, we need to go back and get this. And then what else is there for supplements? Well, I'm going to pause here. Sorry. Glucosamine sulfate. I don't even know what the hell that is. Ginger root. I mean, that makes sense. Garlic and garlic. That's like different kinds of garlic. Iodine is potassium iodine. I mean, I get plenty of iodine from eating eggs. Lithium. I don't know about that. Like, isn't lithium like kind of a... Maybe it's a different kind of lithium I'm thinking of, like antipsychotic stuff. Lipopene, whatever that is. Nicotinamide riboside. I don't know what that is. N-acetyl-L-cysteine. I've heard of that. I take an N-acetyl-L-carnitine, which is a little different. Not exactly the same as this. Turmeric. I used to take turmeric. I stopped. Taurine. I didn't see that before. Taking taurine. I'm taking taurine too. Ubiquinol. I'm actually taking CoQ10. Ubiquinol. So, that's what reminds me. Okay, so ubiquinol. What ubiquinol is it's like a similar chemical compound as CoQ10. Only ubiquinol is where. Okay, so ubiquinol gets converted in your body from CoQ10 supplements, but the thing is, only so much gets converted into your body into ubiquinol. And when you have ubiquinol, you get a little bit more ubiquinol than CoQ10. Some people may not be able to convert CoQ10 supplements or whatever from foods or whatever to ubiquinol, so some people have to go and get a supplement to absorb that ubiquinol. They have to get the ubiquinol itself because sometimes the body may not be able to absorb that kind of thing. I didn't know that. They can't convert it from CoQ10. They have to convert it to something else. So I assume that's probably part of the reason why he got that. Either he's got a conversion issue or if it's just a lower conversion rate in general for his age. I don't know. I don't know the whole schematics of it. But I mean, it's a little bit pricier when it comes to taking ubiquinol compared to CoQ10. It costs a little bit more money. Now, of course, you don't want a bunch of, CoQ10 and ubiquinol. You want just enough. But as you get older, you probably need a little bit more. I take it because, I'm getting older, and it's great for the mind and the organs. You don't want too much, of course, but... He's taking 100 milligrams of ubiquinol, at least in the morning. There might be more in the afternoon, but I take about 200 milligrams of CoQ10 a day, which is all I really need. It's good for the heart, brain, and stuff. Especially when you get really old, too. Because your body won't be producing as much of it. Now, it's not like melatonin where, which it does list on here, he takes melatonin. You lose melatonin over time, but if you take quite a bit of melatonin for... Oh shit, this is fucked! Alright, we need to get the fuck out of here. But if you take too much melatonin, it can actually screw up your melatonin cycle, your sleep cycle, and also like screw up your production of melatonin too. So why is he taking this much melatonin? Like, I don't know if he really needs it or not. I mean, I'm not in my 40s, so... How much is it taking for melatonin? Let me check here. I know I've seen melatonin in here before. Yeah, melatonin, 300 micrograms before bed. I don't know if it's a lot or a little. Zinc, of course, but he's not taking zinc copper complex. It's interesting. Because, well, unless maybe he's getting enough copper from something. I always take a zinc copper complex rather than just zinc itself, just in case. And zeaxanthin, I don't even know what that is. Some type of drug. And he goes on with this. Hyaluronic acid, I don't know what that is. L-tyrosine, I don't know what that is so much. It's a type of amino acid. Metformin, ER, I don't know what that is either. Nicotinamide riboside, I don't know what that is. Then you have one here, extra virgin olive oil, 30 milliliters a day. I actually, I do take some extra virgin olive oil a day. Dark chocolate, pea protein, I don't do that. Rapamycin, I don't know what that is. RX, okay, so it's like a drug. Testosterone patches and B12. Type of B12 once a week, huh? Interesting. So, I mean, I take some of the stuff that he takes. But he's not taking magnesium. Unless there's magnesium in one of those things. Like, I take a magnesium supplement too. Because, like food, like vegetables and stuff like that, there isn't as much magnesium. Because, you know, the stripping of nutrients out of the soil with irrigation and whatever else kind of processes that it strips like the amount of nutrients there is. You know, they'd be processed into like, you know, the plants, you know, it's being absorbed. The plants are absorbing the nutrients out of the ground, and if it's being repeatedly, you know, messed with, I guess you'd call it. You're not getting as many minerals in your food. Damn, I need that key. I need a freaking soul heart. Flies, huh? Hopefully we get a key out of this, because I am almost dead. Perhaps I went too overboard with this devil deal. I mean, Star's card. Let me think. Do I want to pop in the next floor, or do I want... I'm going to just actually take a risk here. In hopes that maybe I get some good stuff. Yeah, that's a bad thing right there. Okay. Didn't hurt to try, I guess, but... Okay, down the next floor. So yeah, like... I'm kind of surprised some of it's kind of on the list. Planetarium, if only we get a key. Hopefully it's a good planetarium too. There we go, we got a key. Oh, the rock tiers, so we can actually get a nice advantage out of this, maybe. If I get a black card or something. A really worthy card. I'm actually considering cutting out cheese, too. Cheese has been kind of going up in price as well, steadily. I'm probably not going to make it the boss rush. Even if I want to make it the boss rush, like... Oh my god. I just don't have the health to stay alive. Especially right now, where I'm fucked. Okay. Let's die. Get hit anymore. We can't afford to die at this point. I'm going to take this... And besides, like, the cheese, like, it's mainly just to kind of add flavor to my eggs. So cutting out cheese is going to be, you know, it's going to cut back on finances and whatever. Not a big indicator for calories or anything. I mean, it helps with it a little bit. I'm not going to, well, I'm going to try here. Just do this. Come on. Don't die. Okay. Ooh, this could actually be good here. Using a big room. All right. Well, that helped a little bit. Just give me a bunch of red hearts, though. Then he's talking about, like, exercising and stuff like that. I think he exercises every day, which I don't do. There's a big thing, too, they talk about is, like, kind of restrict... Oh, wow, I lost everything there. Shit. Well, that's always fun. Lost everything. You know, not going too overboard with eating, like, crap and stuff. Minimize your sugar intake. Crazy. Well, I mean, to some degree. I mean, I don't think he's completely eliminating it. It's just, But he's eating, like, under 2,000 calories a day. I feel like that's too little. Like, I did something like that, and I was underweight. But I guess the only difference was that I was on keto. So, of course, that weight was coming down pretty quickly. I wonder if he takes fish oil. I mean, I wonder if the DHEA or whatever that he's got listed on there is fish oil or not. It doesn't quite say what supplement is exactly. DHEA, you would have to get it out of fish somehow, so a fish supplement of some sort. We got a hermit card, by the way. We can get in. Oh, okay. Well, you know. Fuck it. Perks. Well, you know. I'm gonna take this, because... Alright, let's try it. Try it. Nope. I'm thinking he takes a fish supplement of some sort. I mean, it's great to add, like, omega-3s, and it balances the omega-6s out, too. You don't want to have too many, because that causes a bunch of inflammation. Now, I don't know what he exactly eats. Curious to the diet, too. But the thing is, he has to eat every day or something, evidently. Keep up with everything. So he doesn't do, like, fasting. which I find interesting because fasting supposed, like, it does put some stress on your body, but it at least gives you some benefits with keeping you alive longer in the long run. Helps with the de-aging process, you know, HGH generation and stuff. Shit. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. Should be taking bad pills, boy. Maybe he does fasting. I don't know. I think part of me thinks he doesn't. And he gets cravings all the time, too, so he must be eating a pretty carby diet, it sounds like. Because he's craving stuff. And usually you crave stuff if you're eating a bunch of sugar over time. Sugary things. Not saying it's like, oh, he's having a pizza all the time. No. If he's eating something that's got a bunch of carbs, he's going to be craving stuff. It's not just like the science behind it. I mean, it's also a personal anecdote that I've had when I was eating junk over the years. Always hungry. I kept eating a bunch of carbs. I mean, bad carbs too, but like, almost killed me there. I need some hearts because I've put myself in a bad place. Careful. Like a really bad place I put myself into. And these are good items and stuff, it's just... Thank goodness I'm Lazarus. That does help. Good pill. Range, whatever. Could at least be a health up or something. Crack all of these mushrooms in hopes that I get like a magic mush or something cool. Nope. Goodies. Oh, thank God. I see him, he's like on a treadmill, and he's got like a type of like machine that's measuring his, I think, O2 levels. I've heard about that in sports medicine. They got like a thing, like a device to measure your oxygen levels as you're exercising, so you don't like overdo your exercising by, you know, hitting a certain O2 point or whatever it's called. I think it was an O2 point. Right? O2? Am I thinking that right? Also, this guy, these guys are like absolute ass. Or we get a devil deal, we could use one of our life, use our life up. We'll leave that there. 9 lives. Oh shit. I'm just gonna grab that real quick. Maybe it's for the best not have anything, but at the same time, I think I do deserve having something. Okay. I'm actually gonna take this with me. It's not much, but I think finger bone, doesn't that give me like a chance to give me a bone heart when I get hit, or is that like a chance to give me a bony when I get hit? Or clear a room or something. It's not much of a trinket, but I'm trying to find any kind of tiny way to benefit from something. Actually, I think it's like a bony I generated if I clear a room. A chance to. Because the empty bone heart gives me a bone heart each floor I go through. Oh, we just found the boss room too. Holy shit. Already, that's like freaking huge. Maximize our gains. Okay, this is where it just gets real fucking dangerous, though. We got one chance for a devil deal. One last chance. Hopefully it's like more soul hearts or something crazy. I don't know. Brimstone could be interesting. Mom's knife would be like really nice. Fuck. Almost got me. You see that? There's Hush. Yeah, no, we're not going to Hush. I'm not ready for that. Okay, just 2 more floors. 2 more floors. I'm not doing that room. I think he does like weightlifting. He also does like these, at least some of the videos I've seen so far. He does these leg exercises, which I've actually done in the past, and I kind of grown tired of it because I kept getting worn out and shit. Like, props to him. In his 40s and like doing it regularly, like me, it's like I'm worn out and I'm like younger than him, much younger than him. I'll give him that. Yeah. On a treadmill. Like, I wish I had a personal treadmill. Like, it'd be like, oh, I don't have to go to the gym. I pretty much don't have to unless I go for a stair machine thing. There. But if I just, like, have a stair machine and a treadmill, I'll be like, okay, I don't have to come back, period. But, I mean, I'm so used to it now where it's like, I'm going to the gym just to use those 2 machines. Not a big deal. Unless COVID happens again. Like another COVID 2.0 or you little shit. Gotcha. Or the avian flu starts to take off even more or something. I don't know. Just some weird stuff. World War III. Of course, I'll be drafted. I actually did see the draft age limit list too, so I've got a long ways to go before I am not qualified to be drafted. So it can happen. If I get drafted, I do not want to be in the Marines. Do not want to be in the Marines. Nothing wrong with the Marines. It's just, you know, they work very hard when it comes to training and being killing machines. It's just that training's gonna kick my ass. That's what I'm worried about. It's like, all right, you're in the Marines. I'll be fucked, man. I'll be getting the shit kicked out of me. The training and stuff. Getting yelled at. I'd rather be like in the Army. Like, definitely don't want to be in the Navy SEALs. That's just spending too much time in the water and shit. Like, you have to stay in the... Like, what part of the training regime with it, a regiment or whatever, is staying in water, sleep deprived for, like, X period of time. Like, over a course of days or something crazy. Freezing water. Yeah, fuck that. I mean, that's part of the training, but, too, it's like... Yeah, kind of fuck that, too. Being in cold, freezing water. The Navy, it's like, I don't know if I want to be on a ship all the time. Air Force, I don't want to be in the air. Flying a jet or something. National Guard, I don't think that's like a draftable thing, is it? Like, the Army is like going to be like probably the tamest. They're all going to just be, has its own kind of, you know, training that's going to kick my ass. But, like, that's probably going to kick my ass the least. I'm not going to like it. I mean, I'm not going to like getting drafted, period, either, but... There'll be no more commentary videos and stuff like that. I'll be just commentating myself about the Battlefield. Update, the conditions suck out here. Come on, soul hearts, yes. Damn. Well, you know, 1 soul heart. That's pretty good. 1 extra one. Okay. Actually, we got 99 coins. We got pretty good damage. Clot dude. I don't know if I want clot dude. And actually, I don't think I even got any bone dudes either. So maybe that's like based on getting hits, not clearing the room. That might be some other trinket or whatever I'm mixing up with. Or that book item. Fuck. Book of the Dead. Fuck. Don't let this be the death of me, damn it! Get him out of the fucking middle. Fuck you, angel fetuses. Okay, they're gone. Now we just gotta deal with Isaac. Lasers of Doom. Don't rush me down, Isaacs. Okay. We keep our eternal heart. Fuck me. Get away from me, you bastard. Okay. Keep the eternal heart. We get an extra heart on the next floor. Fuck you, Isaac. I will destroy you. Fuck. Oh, I lost it. Okay, well, you know. Bound to happen. Fuck yes. Fuck you, Isaac. All right. And I am not using this flipper thing. You know, we can actually win this run now. Yeah, see, that's what I mean what's gonna happen. We can actually win this run. Shit. Alright, we're gonna just like stay put. You know how? We have orbitals. We have a thing that shoots. Well, we have a orbital that can hurt him. This is huge. We're gonna probably have to do this for now on. Spitters. I don't think we could generate spitters on this floor. Okay, we're gonna just do this. I apologize about doing this approach, but this is gonna be probably the quickest way for me to win this run safely without getting like deaded. Well, while we wait, I guess we could just like look up other stuff here. Talk about other stuff about this routine. Pea protein. Like, I know someone that takes pea protein collagen stuff. And I think lately he's changed his protein stuff too, but that's really pretty good if you got some allergies to some things, or if you're doing something vegan. I suppose that helps too. EPA. Wait a minute. EPA? And DHEA. Wait a minute. He is taking some kind of like omega-3 supplement. But he's taking separate of them, I think. Unless maybe he's listing the he's either taking separate like DHEA and EPA supplements, or they're combined, but he's splitting them up to show what kind of amount he's getting. I'm going to go and actually get my bottle of stuff. 1 second. Yep, that's what I thought. So my bottle of stuff I have here for fish oil. 500 milligrams of EPA and 250 milligrams of DHA. And then he takes, how much EPA? 500 milligrams Oh, I see. He's taking it with dinner. And he's taking it waking up, so that's like 1,000. He's taking. Then DHEA, he's taking a lot less than me. Interesting. He's taking 25 milligram of DHEA. I'm taking 10 times of that. Well, nothing wrong with it. It's still good for you. I guess his doctors think like it's probably best if you do a lot less DHEA. I don't know what the negatives is with that. I don't think there is. If I were to take twice of these a day, I'd get about just as much, yeah, EPA as him, but then I would have like 20 times more DHA. Fish oil, I cannot, like, you don't want to, how do I put it in words? Fish oil, honestly, is like something that is underrated. People will talk much about the benefits of fish oil so much, but honestly, it's great for the long term. I've done some research over the years about that kind of stuff. In fact, I have kind of a story too here. So there was this person, I didn't personally know, but somebody else knew when they were a kid. And that was like, you know, about 30-something years ago or something like that. And she was old then. Yeah, I'm going to just sit here. She was old then. And the person that last seen her since she was a kid thought that, like, oh, she's got to be dead, you know. It's been like over 30 years. Could have had health problems and stuff like that. Sure enough, she's still alive. And what was I mean, she had a little bit of memory issues. But what was interesting was that she eats a lot of fish. Like caught fish or something like that. And what's interesting about fish is it's got these very similar minerals in it. The omega-3s, the DHEAs, and the EPAs. And it's a very good, like, protective against oxidative stress. Helps with buffering issues with, like, age-related diseases like Alzheimer's and dementia. Like, it helps with protecting, reducing, like, the damage from it if you do even have it. Great neuroprotective thing. And she had quite a bit of memory, too. And she was still alive, and it's like, I mean, diet makes an impact too. Not just the fish oil itself, but it does help with things. Years ago, I started taking fish oil, so I was doing some research about some things. I was like cold or whatever, like cold all the time. I didn't put two to two together because at the time I was taking avocado oil and a bunch of other stuff. And come to find out, I was taking a bunch of omega-6s, a lot less omega-3s. So it causes like omega like deficiencies, you know, omega-3 deficiencies. Because I was having so much omega-6s from the avocado oil. So when I cut off the avocado oil and I was taking fish oil, that went away. Like, in fact, when I first started taking the fish oil before I cut down on the avocado oil, I felt a difference within a couple of days. I wasn't cold and stuff like that. Like super cold, like during the summer. And I wasn't vegan or anything. I was on a keto diet, but I wasn't eating enough of the keto diet, and I was eating too many omega-6s was the problem at the time. But I think the fish oil helped with something with the deficiency I was having. giving me my increased omega-3s. And then afterwards, I found out more about, there's like just a crap ton of omega-6s out of eating up coconut oil, because I was doing that raw, of course, like any other kind of oil. And I cut that out, and yeah, I definitely felt a difference. I've been kind of thinking about maybe upping my fish oil by another pill, because it does say you can take up to 2 a day. Which might help with some inflammation problems, because I still have some. I mean, I have some right now because, like, I ran the other day, and then the day before I was doing, like, leg squat stuff, so I've overtrained it, so I'm a little sore from that. I mean, some rest and everything else can help too, but... Oh, the damn thing popped up. Middle of a fight. Now, I'm not a... Just kind of keep in mind, I'm not a doctor, I'm not an expert, I just do research and decide what's best for me. So, it may not be for you. It may not work out for you for certain ways, or, you know, how your body reacts to things and stuff. But there's been a lot of fine-tuning for me over the years. There's always been changes every year. All right, we're going to just, like, sit still now. Thank God for fighting Oddleaf. Our points are probably not going to be the greatest on this run, but, like, this is nice. We've had close calls in this run. I'm glad I won another daily. This daily's been a little, like, dangerous. Okay. We won. What's our rank? 2,354th place. I'm actually shocked. Probably because we took a bunch of damage. We missed boss rush, and... But 2,354th? There must be something I've totally missed that made a significant difference. Still, I mean, I'm going to credit that that was a pretty challenging run, and we found the keys of the kingdom to fix those problems. Anyways, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.